Hello again. Welcome to episode 9 of the Monster Rangers RPG, Krakenthab. And we find ourselves just outside the Curio Carnival where the party has been tailed by a bunch of plug uglies and they've managed to snag one. But there's trouble around. There's about, what did we say?
You said like 15.
A ton of plug uglies. I think I even said more than that, but don't review the tape. There's a whole bunch of them, and they're spreading out trying to find you guys. One stumbled on your group, and you grabbed one and pulled them down. And so I think we'll just pick up right there.
Okay.
If that sounds right. Yeah. What are you doing with this guy? So you have your hand over your mouth.
Yeah.
You pulled him down.
I'm just trying to get him to not cease to exist, but like to go to sleep.
Okay, he is flipping out. Like, he is kicking. He's all elbows and fists and kicking.
Well, you said everybody else jumped in, too.
They did. You're right about that.
So
+1 to Stucky.
Okay, for what? Do I...
Nothing.
Okay.
I took it away.
Oh, +1 to Stucky?
I was just saying, no, good idea. Good remembering.
Oh, okay. I just get +1 to Stucky?
You don't. To Stucky. So, yeah, the group of all these folks jump on him, and that's enough to at least hold him down. So... You snuff him out get him to pass out.
Okay, good.
If that's your intent.
Okay, yeah, I still have tears in my eyes because it was really intense for
all right. Meanwhile, there's other guys like all around.
I see if anyone noticed essentially us stealing one of them, dragging him into a bush, and essentially killing it.
I think they would all freak out if we did.
Yeah, you're not sure. I mean, they're just spreading out and they're just sweeping around and trying to find you guys. I know they're somewhere.
We gotta move deeper.
Let's grab another one. Who's the closest? Which one's the closest one? Is there one really close?
There's another guy. Yeah, very close. They're all around you guys.
Okay, so how close?
186 inches.
Okay.
So, I think we need
What are you doing before you roll any dice?
I know. I wanted to,
We should try sneaking out of here.
We don't know how to sneak.
It doesn't matter, we think we do.
Are you whispering this? Oh, okay, then whisper it.
We don't know how to sneak. How do you not get it?
Okay.
We'll be better than them.
I don't see him.
Okay.
Where's Reggie?
I get my claws out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right for the throat.
Okay.
Is that your signature move?
Yeah.
Wolfen 1.0. Oh.
Wow.
No.
It's been...
Big surprise.
It's been how long?
It's been within 2 minutes.
That's a superb.
Oh, superb.
Oh,
What are you doing to my plug uglies?
I'll go grab him. I gotta grab him. We're doing this whole maneuver.
Oh no.
That is, so the physique would be it, or fight?
What are you doing?
The same move.
Grapple?
Like grappling him, like...
Then that'll be a fight.
Oh, a fight.
Okay, so that is a good.
Good. Also, you had a bonus because his neck is torn wide open with blood splashing out. You can all smell this, especially you, the coppery smell of blood in the air.
Yeah. So.
And you pull him down, and he's just like freaking out.
Again, the same thing.
Oh God. Okay. Tears are just running down your face. This one is not going to end in a pass out. You don't think? Your lap is getting covered in blood.
I choose being right into the situation.
Blood everywhere, but it's dark and hot. What are you doing, Reggie? There's a plug not far from you. He seems to be walking in your direction. Come here, little Rangers.
I'm guessing I'm pretty aware of what's going, because I'm not terribly far from them.
No.
But I can hear them grabbing these people.
You heard what clearly was like like a wolf sound, and then a splash, and then a gurgle, and kind of a scream gurgle.
These sounds
sound like murder.
At this point.
The sounds of murder.
A specific murder.
A specific kind of
The
murder.
murder most foul.
A specific way of murdering someone that I've
You know,
heard
your
so-
old gang, you don't remember so much murder
No.
from the early gang.
Yeah, there's a lot of killing. And I'm starting to think that's really the best way to go about things. Because it's much more effective. You can't get
Leave, study, protect, murder.
So, this guy's walking, this plug ugly.
Come here, little rangers.
I'm gonna, like, reach around for, like, a rock.
Okay,
It's dark out here, right?
it is dark.
I'm gonna throw the rock in the opposite direction. It's like a
Towards the
diversion.
group?
No. Well, if I throw it towards the group, it'll lure him into our killing trap.
Our murder circle.
One plug ugly go in, no plug ugly go out.
There's 0 for 2
Yeah,
right now.
I'm gonna throw a rock away from me. Depending on how well I can throw a rock, I guess it would depend on where it lands.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to throw a rock. So I just want to know if, let's say, you're a lot closer. Let's say this is the killing circle and you're on that side. Show me where you throw the rock. Point with your hands.
Point on the
That
rock
direction.
Okay. You managed to throw the rock. You don't have to roll for that. That's an easy thing to accomplish. And you throw it, and you hear a couple guys over there kind of exclaim, and you hear a like a gunshot.
Oh god.
And then this guy near you goes, oh, and he starts to jog over there, and you can see that he has like a double-bitted axe, like that a lumberjack might use to cut down wood. Rangers.
Oh, hey, these are just lumberjacks, guys. They're out here working.
Are you yelling that to us?
You're over there.
Hey, these guys are just trying to get their job done.
So you've got this guy. You've murdered blood. You feel excited. What are you doing?
Freaking out.
And what's your heroic action?
Um,
None of it.
I'm trying to keep a lookout to make sure that no. We're trying to take a look out to make sure that no plug uglies come anywhere near us without us realizing.
There are 3 coming this way that heard the gurgle splash and kicking and.
Are they all coming from different directions, or are they in a
Yeah, they're kind of coming from a few different directions.
At least 3 different.
At least 3, maybe 4 different directions.
Okay. I whisper we whisper to the group that
Just whisper it.
3 more coming.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm still crying. I brace myself for more innocence being lost.
I feel bad for these plug uglies because they're walking towards a bear.
By the way, Babel the bear is coming over to where the throat tear out is, and he's sniffing the person
That's
that
fine. He's
has
also
now
got
bled
Dino.
to death on your lap.
He's also holding Dino.
Oh, he's holding Dino's Slar. That's right.
No. I think you'd be holding him in like in a headlock.
Yeah. Well, he's like just over his arm like a towel.
Oh.
How is Mr. Hate doing?
He's smoking.
Yeah. He put out a cigarette. He's like, yeah, he's sitting on top of the other guy that you guys got, and he's putting on some brass knuckles.
He's excited.
Yeah, he thinks so. Well, he's kind of scared, he looks like, but he would admit it.
Probably just gonna take
And
credit.
Pete Wux is here, he's like,
Ugh.
we're going to get these guys.
Let's throw him.
We gotta go somewhere.
Pete,
I think they're over here!
you should be a distraction.
I throw another
He
rock.
pushes you. He pushes you out of the circle into the...
Seriously?
Yes!
I knew I was gonna pour soda
So
on him.
you step on... Well, you can try to sneak and try to mitigate the sound, because you might be really great at that.
You guys
We
stop
are
him
not
for
very
one?
good at that.
But you might! The dice might be on your side.
You may want to use this thing.
It's too late!
Nope, mediocre.
Mediocre. So you come
Reroll.
and you snap, right away you step on a twig and it snaps real loud.
At this point, I think that
It's
Pete
fighting time.
has entered the territory of enemy. He could die right now.
Yeah, no. I mean, we've already murdered 2 guys right now.
What he just did.
It was
the whole
pretty.
party in jeopardy.
It was pretty bad, Pete. Like he can see it. Oh, sorry. He says sorry.
I said,
You say you're gonna be
100%
sorry.
insincere.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit.
Okay.
There's two fellas closing in on you quick.
Okay, I'll get one.
One appears to have some kind of pole.
I'll get the pole.
It's hard to see in the dark, but he's got like a pole that he's like going like this towards you.
Oh, I know what that is.
So they obviously see us.
Well, it's dark. They can hear you more than see.
Yeah.
Okay. We're wearing all black.
That's real good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So we run towards the nearest tree as quietly as possible.
Which means slow.
I make the most sound as quietly as possible.
Well, you can attempt to do another one of those sneaks again, which we call
Recommend using
Stealth.
these things.
Alright,
Use
I'll
your
give it a shot.
stealth craft.
I played RuneQuest for 15 years, and we called it Sneak there, and I have not been retrained.
Oh man, that was not good. That's average though.
Well, it's better than the last time.
Yeah,
Slightly better.
with a +2.
And you make it over to the tree, and what right behind your body as you moved, it was good you moved, this big circle on a pole comes down to where you were. Probably a net on a pole.
Don't kill me.
No, I'm gonna kill the neck guy.
Oh.
For
You guys
having
are
a
in
net?
trouble.
Yeah,
This
we're
is
in trouble.
Yeah, for having a neck, Reggie. Okay, how close is the
You
neck
see
guy?
Reuben Glotner. Reuben Glotner gets up, and because there's a guy that's like just on the, he's like almost to walk into you guys, and he just kind of silently stands up, and he wheels back with his weighted glove, and he lets loose like looks like a boxing kind of like a real just boom, like a real trained kind of punch, and 3 minuses on the plug. It's bubbles and just a pop, and the guy's hat like he
The
just
hat stays. And
the hat
goes.
exactly the hat spins and his body just goes whoosh, and you hear it.
It was the worst. You're supposed to grab
Well,
Well,
that's
that
what
guy-
Reuben does.
Yeah.
It's
And the
hard
other-
to yell when you have no face left.
Of course, the other guys are they're zooming in more into the noise of his body than your guys
Yeah.
a little bit. So they're like a net swoops down like on top of the plug that just got clocked hard.
Now they know where we are.
That guy is not apparently moving.
How close is
Ever
the
again.
Net
Pardon me?
guy? How close is the net guy?
What guy?
The net guy.
Oh, well, he's probably about 8 feet away
Oh.
because he has an 8-foot long net. Let's go back to you though, because you were kind of intense here for a minute, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to go back to us.
Yeah, it's okay. It's like a starring role here at this part. So, a guy's like coming around the tree or towards the tree, kind of around to you. What are you gonna do?
We try to climb up the tree.
Oh, I like this. Yes. So of course, these are trees you can climb. So it's not like it's hard. This is about the speed in which you do it, right? Because you're gonna want to do this fast, you think. And I would call this a athletics.
We are very mediocre.
Mediocre.
Yeah.
So like you're like.
Yeah, we're scared. Yeah.
You actually make some progress because mediocre isn't a fail, but it's not real good. And
Below average.
you're gonna need to defend. Like you're gonna need to dodge this, I think.
Okay.
Oh no.
Reggie.
Fair. Athletics.
Yes. An axe hits the tree and clips your jacket, and like it cuts it, like it's even for a moment even stuck in the axe tree. Like he was just going for just a kill right across your torso.
Oof. We try to use the axe as a foothold to climb faster.
Oh yes. All right, go ahead and make another attempt, and I'll give you a +1 for this because of terror, plus using the axe because that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, you scramble your way up and around up the tree. Kind of the branches sort of take you around the tree, which is not a bad thing. Mm-hmm. And you hear the axe out, and he's like, "Come here, Ranger!" And he swings up and hits a branch just as your foot was coming off of it and snaps it off. But that means you're about like 7 feet in the air. Do you stop here? Do you keep going? What's your plan? Just so I know.
Sugar
Do you
glider.
leap off?
Uh,
Do a somersault?
we don't do that. We try to take a second to survey our situation to see how many plug uglies are converging on our area now that we're making a bunch of noise.
Hard to tell because it's dark.
Yeah.
But you get a sense there's a good 15, 20 guys here. And they're hearing more and more noise in this vicinity, so it looks like they're coming in.
Okay.
You do see from here, though, now that you're up in the air, a lot of them have nets. Nets, like nets on a thing. And also, there's a wagon on the road with a cage, like a huge cage, and some little, like, jugs, like moonshine kind of jugs. And there's a few over there that are with the horse and the wagon. But clearly they were here to, like, take a big load. Looks like you even have some canvas tarps.
Okay.
What's Babel doing?
You was just smelling the body last time you saw.
We have it. Okay. Coriander. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's free. You know.
What about this Coriander McKenzie
Yeah.
problem?
Yeah. So.
Well, this is something we've talked about off.
Yeah. We won't go into this just yet.
Okay.
I look at Coriander and I go, "We have to make a decision now.
What?
We have to make a decision now. You're gonna get everybody killed."
I don't want to do that. What's the decision?
I grab my horn and I go, "Get everybody out of here," and I just go running off into the night.
Oh, I thought you were gonna sacrifice your life.
Well, he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I have a sense of direction a little bit. I go to
Okay, well, let me...
point myself away from the group.
All right, so let's... so we're going to do this real quick. So, Reggie, you want to bring Reggie over here? So Reggie's over here hidden, and this isn't really to scale. And then we've got a tree climber over here. Mm-hmm. The road is over here with the wagon. Sorry, bud.
Babble.
The plugs have come from this direction, right? So the woods behind you is probably clear.
Yeah.
This is the safest area wood-wise. Mm-hmm. But, if you go here, you might draw them right through the group, too. Because they're spread in this kind of vicinity. But they've been kind of doing this. So you can just show me where you want to go.
Okay. Good decision, bad decision, good decision, bad decision.
Run for it.
You went the opposite direction of us.
Oh, while you're doing that, Pete Wux leaps up and attacks the guy that was on your tree because he feels bad about
time.
and so he comes and
Let's not help Pete.
Pete has a hatchet because you all have a standard hatchet, and he goes and he looks like he's going to hit the plug, try to hit him in the head, but he's got an armored top hat. But Pete's not so smart. Pete doesn't do a very good job. Pete does a fair attack, and the plug avoids it, and he swings his axe back at Pete Wux.
He's gonna die.
Can we take an opportunity?
You sure can.
We and in a moment of sheer panic, we go and we jump down with our shovel to hit the plug ugly in the head.
Yeah. All right, I like that.
You draw more people.
I'll give you, because this is because you're from above, you've got all your weight and everything, I'm giving you a +1 on this. Because I think that was a good heroic...
You get 5 minuses.
Fight.
Just fight, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a great.
He doesn't really see this coming exactly, and
Who would?
you clang him, and what happens is you hit him on the armored tin top hat, which smashes it down over the top of his face. So he is not he's not dead or anything, and he may even not be that dazed, but he does have a top hat smashed over the top of his face, so he can't see. And which is great because Pete takes that opportunity to do another crappy blow, but he does hit him on the side. He doesn't even hit him with the blade, but he hits with the flat of the blade on the top hat, smashing it more onto the guy's face, and you can attack as well.
We sweep the legs.
All right. Go ahead and make your fight. It's again, he's not able to even try to defend it.
We have a fair fight.
That's fine. That's in this opportunity. That's all it takes. However, he weighs about 260 pounds, so you manage to just kind of knock him off balance rather than sweep his whole legs. Because I mean, you don't have a lot of mass. So, but it's a fact. I mean, it does something.
Okay.
Off balance.
Okay.
Let me go to Reggie first. Because Reggie hasn't had a chance to shine for a little bit. Where do we leave you off, Reggie?
Well, I just had thrown a rock.
Yeah, which was a good distraction for your man.
So
It looks like, from your sense, things are going kind of bad.
yeah, I would like to maybe sneak up to this road's edge
Uh-huh.
and check out. I kind of want to sabotage this cart.
Okay. So, give me a sneak over there. Or I can roll it for you because you won't know if you've snuck well or not.
Okay, my stealth is a good.
Your stealth is a good. All right. You feel like you didn't do your best. But you weren't super noisy. But you weren't totally silent either. I mean, it could just be your, excitement, your adrenaline that makes you very sensitive to every sound you're making.
Yeah, could be. But normally I just keep a calm head. Maybe I was a little too noisy. There's two guys there.
Yeah.
Well, if I was.
In fact, there's 3 guys there.
Oh, there's 3.
I thought there was 4.
Pretty sure there's 5.
What am I gauging from their reaction?
Is there 6?
Did they hear me?
It doesn't seem like they're turning and facing you or anything.
Okay. I want to try and sabotage this cart.
Okay, so what you have is a wagon with like a workhorse, like a real, like a what do you call those? Just a heavy duty horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Working horse. It's a heavy duty wagon, like it's made to haul weighted things, not just hay. But it looks like it's got a reinforced axles and big wheels, and then it has this cage on the back that is, big, and it's iron. It's much bigger than this. It would fit a couple of him in there if it had to. It was bolted down. So this is like a serious thing. Like
So the way that the wheels are done, are they like on the axle and then pinned?
they're on the axle, but it looks like they're more than pinned. Like they're bolted in.
You can take the horses off.
Wow.
In fact, it would be 2. It probably is 2 horses, not just 1.
It would have to be.
But from your knowledge of horses, because it's not that you have a deep knowledge, but you're from a time when horses are pretty common, much easier to undo the horses than it is to take the wheels off.
Yeah,
Because,
but
they're made to come on and off.
exactly. So it's not like it wouldn't be as big of a deal to. If I sabotage like the reins of the horses, it's kind of an easier fix. So
Yes.
it's not going to be as effective.
Well, you can try to spook the horses, and then a couple of them have to try to get the horses back.
Or you can try talking to the horse.
Do you speak horse?
Did you speak horse?
You're a crow.
Nay.
It does not.
I've just gone to the road's edge, so I haven't snuck up to the cart or anything.
Right.
Is it? But now I can kind of see better,
Uh-huh.
right? So
Well, they have they even have lamps here.
okay, so I can see kind of like if it is even possible to sneak up to this cart, or is it just too well guarded?
Well, I mean,
Can I
it's all
assess that situation?
assess the difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like because they have light, it's going to be a little harder, and they're on guard. So
There's 3 of them.
and there's a few of them, and some horses. So the horses themselves, could be alerted to your presence. So yeah, it'll be a little harder than normal. Certainly harder than in the woods. Doable, certainly.
Okay, I'd like to try and sneak up there and get to probably get to the back end of the cart first. 'Cause
Okay.
I think I'm coming from behind it,
Yeah.
probably. And then, at the very least, I can investigate this cage thing and see how it's locking mechanism.
Okay. Fascinated with locking mechanisms. So you start sneaking, and you can tell it's not going very well. You can either halt or continue.
Well, I'll continue while I
'Cause
use
you're-
this.
Okay. Oh.
How do you open me off?
All right.
Precious life pebble.
You make it to the back of the wagon. One guy looks over, at some of your scuff a little bit, your foot against the dirt road, just as you kind of like go to the back of the wagon and like squat, so he doesn't seem to move towards you. You can't see him anymore, but there's one fella on the wagon, basically.
Like on the front, like ready to ride, or
No, he's on the back, just on the back with the cage.
oh, okay. And I'm guessing the wagon's probably like the undercarriage is probably like what 2 feet, 3 feet off the ground.
I'd say 3.
Okay, so maybe I'll just like try and sneak under the wagon to the front of the wagon
Okay.
and look at this whole situation with the horses.
All right. You can hear these guys talking like, those dumb kids. What are the guys doing out there? I don't know. It shouldn't be that hard to get those dumb rangers. Well, gotta get that bear. I hope they do. They're kind of talking like that. Galstone's gonna be really angry. You don't like when he's angry. Remember what he did to Phloyd, Jim Joe. Ugh. Anyway, they're doing all that and they're kind of talking. All right. You sneak to the front where underneath, right behind the horses, and you've got basically the horses have I forgot what the word is for it, but basically the thing in the middle, a yoke. Basically, a yoke-like thing down the middle hooks onto them, and so that's all and that does have a carriage pin that connects it to the wagon. So that provides the pole, right? And then it's got a bunch of reins and stuff. Mm. And there's also the belts on the not belts really, but the saddle harness things that are so you can undo those to take those off. The horses could slip out of those too if you wanted. There's a lot of things to undo here.
So if I did the pin, right, and they get in a hurry, the horses take off. The only thing that's they're gonna be basically like holding reins.
Correct.
And you could yank them off the cart.
Good.
Right.
Yep.
I'm gonna do the pin.
All right. You don't even have to roll for that. That's very doable.
Okay.
I mean, it's just undoing a thing and pulling it out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just make a roll to see that you do it stealthily, though. Clink. It clicks in a way that you did not expect. Hey. And a head leans over and looks. You're underneath it. Like I imagine you're like laying underneath it. And he looks over, so he's looking down, and a lantern comes over, and he sees your head.
What kind of lantern is it?
It's an oil lantern. It's kind of like what you'd expect, like a prospector would carry. It's got the little oil, kerosene bottom, and
Hello.
Nice night for a walk.
Yeah. Okay. So I grab a palm-sized rock that's next to me, and I just smash the lantern.
Okay.
Because he's holding it like this.
He is, but you're on the ground.
But he's not kneeled down.
Well, he's 3 feet up, at least 3 feet up, and he's also another 3 feet above. That's 6 feet up from where you are, like this.
Oh.
What,
does he say anything?
He's like, hey.
Yeah,
But you did get the cotter pin out though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty. I'm sure
you don't want to break the lantern because it's oil.
If you spook the horses, you might be able to grab onto it and use them to ride off.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you can hang on. You can hang on and save yourself.
That's an idea.
The Reggie campaign.
Okay, I just scream as loud as I possibly can.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You hear this? Ah! Oh, you can make the scream.
Ah!
It's from far away, so.
Yeah, you hear it from far away.
All right. Yeah, the guy's like surprised as he reaches down to grab a weapon of some sort. But
I
the
reach
horse
like this to grab the reins.
Okay. And it's like a parachute. The horse like they jolt because they don't know what the heck's going on, and suddenly you're pulled backwards.
You should wink as you're leaving.
And you're getting drug on the rocky dirt, but it's not better than being here.
Does
and the
my
guy
coat
holds
help my
yes,
my feathers?
their feather coat is helpful. It's what it's for. And you just see a lantern and a guy looking confused and a face as you get pulled down the road. Yeah, at like 25, 30 miles an hour.
Oh, okay. Well,
All right, you're safe.
2 horsepower.
All right, let's go back to the other situations. I think it's your turn now.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you doing?
I feel that I would run towards the road.
Okay.
Like, I'm not smart, but I know that, like, if I can go that direction, they would follow me.
Yes.
So I have my horn out and I run.
Okay.
But, like, I don't just regular, like, run. I like skedaddle. Like,
You skedaddle?
yeah, I skedaddle. Like, I'm serpentine,
Okay.
you know, like, running through bushes and stuff like that. Yeah, like just cause a little chaos as I go. And just blow my horn, like, kind of intermittently as I'm, like, running.
All right. Go ahead and make a provoke,
Okay.
if that sounds all right.
That sounds
Remember
just
that
fine.
last time we fought these guys, they had a mutt, a giant dog.
That's okay.
We haven't seen them yet.
Oh, nice.
We don't
Okay,
have
so that my provoke's an average. That puts me up to a good, and then I got a +3 on top of that. So I got a fantastic.
All right. You guys hear, like, not just one, but they're mocking. The horn is mocking the plug uglies with and making fun of them, and all this kind of stuff. And the ones that are standing turn and start running towards Stucky. Stucky is followed by an enormous bear
Oh no!
who's chasing him because he's also delighted by the sounds of this horn.
No!
So,
Is he following behind like?
he's kind of dancing with an axe.
Oh yeah, he has an
Oh
axe.
yeah, he is.
He's dropped Dino Slar's body though,
Oh,
Good.
and immediately Coriander Mackenzie goes, "Let's go," and she runs this way.
wrong way.
She's very scaly. Oh.
Yeah.
And she
She's
tries to
very
convince
silly.
people to run with her. So the general group is running with her, though David H decides to run with you, and Pete Wux stays with you, fighting the plug that's standing here.
Okay. We're not thrilled about that, but he did come back.
So
You came back, Pete.
go ahead and did Pete last attack him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you can make an attack on this guy. He's still dangerous.
Okay. We draw back and we smash him in the head. It's like,
Again?
Yeah.
Oh, you
kick
guys
over the
just
head.
smashing this tin into his face. Blood is starting to run down.
Because he's getting cut.
He just needs to lay down. Lay down!
Just lay down.
It is a average.
All right, bam! You hit him in the face. Nothing too great, but Pete punches him in the stomach. Ooh, and you guys just kind of, I guess he could make one last ditch. He does a big haymaker towards you. You may want to avoid that.
A wild punch.
Wild punch. We have an average athletic.
All right. Mostly because he can't see you. You managed to avoid that. But you guys continue to beat him down. He doesn't have really a way to fight back.
Okay. We turn our attention to What's going on now? This
So
guy's
what's-
incapacitated.
So what's just happened is, you hear your party running, the bulk of your party running back into the deeper woods.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Stucky's horn is going nuts running towards the wagon, playing his horn, mocking everybody, and all the plugs seem to be running over there. Last stand style. And horses just galloped away.
Oof. We run towards Stucky to try to help Stucky.
Okay.
We don't know what Pete Wux does.
Pete follows you.
He does?
Yes.
Okay. So
He's like, sorry, man. I'm real sorry. I messed up. He runs with you. I won't do it again.
we don't believe him, but we don't say so.
Okay. He continues to apologize.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming to you now.
Okay. Live.
Suddenly, you're running. There's a plug right here.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a net. He's like, he's gonna whoop it down on you
Yeah.
over your whole body. Whooping it.
I'm gonna let him and just keep running.
Okay.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna pull him.
You're not gonna try to avoid it all.
No. I just have my horn.
You can try to catch the wooden circle part.
So
It would take
he
Christ.
he not just gets it over your whole body. What happens though is that while you're going to keep running, the thing you didn't anticipate was that it's got a metal ring and immediately trips you,
Oh no.
and you go whoop whoop, horn.
No! It smashes it.
He bent your horn. It's just bent a little,
No, my horn!
and you are in a net. It's not good. And
So I
got one.
oh no. So I lay there and I'm like, well, hopefully everybody else got away, and then I look behind.
You would do a bear.
Yeah,
And DVD.
a bear. So this guy's like, got one, and a bear goes, "Roar," and does that, and so he gets a pretty good thing going on there, and just you hear a ooh and a whoa, and you're lifted up.
And while still in the net?
Yeah, he's still in the net, but you're lifted, put back on your feet.
Okay.
He smiles. The bear smiles at you with this grin.
I play my horn. Does this still work?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Let's.
You gonna take the net off? The net's not a great
I throw
throw.
I throw
All
the net off, and I'm like.
You catch up. Pete Wux and Jimothy catch up right as you start to run again.
Okay. I was like, oh, you guys are supposed to leave. Not.
What are you doing? Sorry.
I wanted to be following behind the plug uglies that are following Andrew. Behind them.
And slowly picking them off? Is that what you're going to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
The furthest person, the last person in the group, the last plug ugly in the group, I'm gonna claw out.
okay, what you're seeing is they're kind of doing this, right?
Okay.
So you'll definitely catch one or from the left or the right, but they're kind of turning and going. Of course, they've got their back to you a little bit.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Yeah.
Describe what you're doing though, in some detail.
I'm gonna jump
All right.
on him, and I'm just gonna pin his face in the dirt,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna kind of squeeze.
Okay. Well, let's get that far then. So your goal is to leap from behind and knock him down.
Yeah. So
All
would
right.
that be fight or athletics?
Fight.
That's a good.
All right. Indeed, it is. You knock him down, and then you just shove his face in the dirt.
Yeah.
Okay. He's
So then you can't talk.
all right. Yeah. Well, his face is in the dirt, and he's like, "Whoa!" And he's fighting to get up.
Okay. Oh, I have another turn, or is it his turn?
Well, he's trying to get up. That's his
Okay.
turn.
Okay, I'm gonna
It looks like he's not dilly dally. He knows bad things are happening, so he's trying to pop up.
yeah, I think I'm gonna. I don't want to do this, but
I don't want to do this, but I have to.
yeah,
I have to.
I'm gonna.
The
use
wolf
my-
mother says.
I'm gonna use my nails as I start squeezing
Uh huh.
into his neck.
All right. Strangle then.
Yeah, but with
More of a
claws.
stabby.
More or
swing.
less.
All right. Go ahead and make a fight.
some sort of pincer maneuver.
That's unfair.
Yeah, he actually fights it off. Like, he's a fighter. And these plugs are fighters. And he's like, they got a wolf! And he, like, goes to sucker you, punch you right in the face. Right in the snout. Which you're real sensitive to get punched in the snout.
I get a superb dodge.
You dodge it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Your action.
Now he's standing up, probably.
Yeah, he's up.
Okay. Yeah.
He's grabbing something off his belt.
Okay. I'm gonna claw his face.
All right. With a
Yeah.
powerful blow.
Okay. That.
Okay.
That's an average.
Yeah, he avoids it, and he has he's holding up something looks like a gun,
Oh.
and he
Oh,
he doesn't he points to you and he points it up and goes.
Oh, it's a flare.
Like fireworks. They're beautiful. Meanwhile, back at Stucky Camp, Stuckyville. So you guys are running, and guys are like, a guy jumps on your side, like you and Pete Wux's side jumps in, and he's like coming from the side, and you see him, and he's just like leveling like a thing to cut right through the midsections of you and Pete in one dashing blow.
This is the signature move of Jimothy, but we try to hit him in the face with the shovel as he's swinging.
So you're just gonna take it?
As I'm trying to duck? Is that something that we can do?
Well, think about like in baseball, you could slide down and hit, like so it'd go over your head, like scoot maybe.
Yeah, we try to do that.
Okay.
We're not very athletic, but we'll try to do that. We'll make an attempt.
All right. What's the lowest between your fight and athletics? Or what's the average between the two? I guess I should say.
Well, fight is average and athletics is fair, so they're like right there.
All right. Because you're trying to be heroic, I'll give you a fair. So you're going to be rolling for both these things in one roll, the slide and the hit. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh no!
Is that all?
Yeah, we did poorly.
Poor.
Oh no!
No,
That's a minus
We
one.
try to do it, and then we slip.
Yeah. So you start, but then you kind of just get hung up in a stump, and you lose balance, and your attack is just like trying to keep balance, and this axe is going right for like your right here.
Oh.
And Pete Wux comes and Pete Wux, here's this honest roll. Pete Wux rolls a pretty heroic, not heroic, but probably a superb block with his hatchet. And he just manages to hit the guy's axe with his hatchet and knocks it so it misses you. A direct, saving your life. He gives you a winning smile and winks.
Oh.
And for the first time,
He acts for it.
Hey, it's like you should be thankful, but you actually hate him a little bit more now.
You wish that you
Your
would
action.
die.
we get back up, try to get our footing, and we. How sharp are the sides of our shovel?
Your shovel? You guys sharpen your shovels to be like axes.
Okay.
Unless you're like, you go against the grain, you're just the opposite of the rest of the guys.
No,
Okay.
we take our training seriously.
All right. I thought so.
We see that Stucky is getting farther away from us, so we need to catch back up. So
You do. But you got a murder guy right here, though. Like,
we go for his gut with the sharp end of our shovel.
all right, so you're going to swing it like an axe? Or you're going to
Everybody's
pierce him?
murdering.
Not Reggie.
Not Reggie.
Not Reggie.
Not Reggie. He's still good.
Reggie's still got little.
A ranger never murders unless he needs to.
To get out of
We're not good at this.
situations.
We do poor again.
It looks like he just goes to he grabs your shovel by right behind the head.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't look like he has a good grip on it. But it looks like he's grabbed it. Pete's action. So, guy's grabbed it as his action. He's going to try to yank it out of your hands. You've swung. Pete takes an opportunity to swing at the guy and the plug and does an alright job. the plug has a choice. He either has to let go of the axe or your shovel, your spade, and he does because he doesn't want to get his hands cut off. Because he just comes down and he smiles at the plug.
Creepy.
Yeah. We'll get back to you. Then we'll just one more round of this, and we'll go back to the.
I'm like, man, this plan.
This plan.
Bar from the beginning keeps getting worse all the time.
Keeps getting worse.
He swings. The plug swings his axe back at you again. This time he's taking that bit like he's chopping a piece of, like splitting a piece of wood, split you in half. Your skull mask.
Split you in twain.
But I'll tell you, his swing doesn't look very good. His footing isn't very good.
Okay, we try to dodge to the side.
Okay.
Okay, good. Finally, we do good.
You avoid it,
Good, finally.
and his axe goes tunk into the stump that he was stumbling over. Your action. Oh no, not your action. Did you just do an action? What was your action?
I dodge.
You dodged. Your action.
With the blunt end of the spade shovel.
The flat side.
Yeah, we go for his head.
Okay.
Twang.
All right. Let's see it.
All right, one last one. Don't be poor. One was on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. We do good.
All right, dude. You should just aim for the head all the time because every time it's just like, yeah, you hit him.
Pang! And he collapses.
Okay, we start running.
All right, let's go. And so Pete runs. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man.
Oh my god.
He's really still
You can tell
apologizing.
he still feels bad. All right, back to the murder hole. So so we left off. Did you take care of your guy?
No. He shut off the flare.
You shut off the flare. Your attack.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to
I forgot about the flare.
this is my first time probably ever seeing what a flare does.
It's beautiful. It looks
I'm gonna claw his arm. Like I'm gonna see if I can. No, I'm gonna use my hatchet. The one that we found, the owl bear. And I'm gonna chop off his hand.
Okay.
Luke Skywalker style.
Luke Skywalker is a trademark of Lucasfilm LLC.
That's a great.
Did you say you meant Juke? Juke Skywalker.
Juke Skywalker. Great, you said?
Brown Walker.
Indeed. You just bring it down, and this antique hatchet, rusty old thing, like right at the elbow, like that just kind of sits in the air for a second before it falls, and he screams, blood gouting out of his
Perfect.
cut off arm.
We're becoming what we hate.
We are.
Do you stay here to fight him more, or do you run to catch
I'm
up?
gonna grab the flare and run.
The flare gun?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's in. Did you just grab the arm? Because that'd be
Yeah,
fastest.
I'm just gonna grab the arm.
All right, good.
Dead men.
Down now, snails. All right, so Stucky, you're running. You got the bear.
Dave Hate.
Dave Hate. A guy pops up next to you and Dave on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna just try to keep the lead, or are you gonna let Dave handle this, or are you gonna team up on it?
We're gonna team up.
Okay. Rangers! And he swings his axe like a base. Oh, actually, he has a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Louisville Slugger.
Louisville Slugger.
Louisville.
Huh?
Louisville. It's Louisville.
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 I'm gonna try. I'm try to use fight to like block his arm, like where he's like gonna hit like before he can swing to like try to like.
Okay. So what are you blocking it with?
Your
because in your hand is your trumpet.
use my trumpet.
It's in your hand.
It's in my hand. I
ahead.
fell on top of it and it just bent slightly. This is
Bent
special.
slightly.
Yeah,
It's
so
special. Go ahead and make that, because that'll impact his.
Give it a character.
That is a good.
Indeed, it is. Yeah, you stumble his attack. You kind of mess it up. There's not a lot of mass in that thing, but it's enough to knock him off balance. He misses, and Dave Hate's like, yeah, yeah. He kind of gets stuck in Yaz a little bit, and then he releases a punch, and he tries an uppercut. And actually, he does a great uppercut on this guy, and he does. Tush! just boom, and the guy goes, whoa, and some teeth come out, and Dave Hate's like in a cruel smile. He's laughing, and the guy like slow motion goes, whoa, and he falls backwards.
Did he punch him with Dave or with Hate?
That was with Dave.
Oh.
He yells Dave as he does it. Dave!
He's saving Hate for the final boss.
So, do you guys stay with this guy, or you think that's enough to take him out?
He's done. He
did see his eyes like go.
As soon as I see him lift off slightly from his feet, I'm like, this is fine.
All right. Okay. So you guys continue to barrel. You're approaching the road now, and there you can just see now a bunch, like about 8 guys. Guys have jumped off the wagon, coming, limbering up to fight.
Okay. So.
No,
the wagon's there still.
Oh.
He was drugged by the reins of the horses.
No, I know, but I thought it was on the Oh, we are. Okay, never mind.
Okay, so there's 8 guys in front of us.
Well, they're all kind of doing their thing. Some are from behind, some are in front.
Oh, okay.
So probably more than 8, but we'll just say 8.
Well, now that
We have taken out some.
now that most of our party escaped, we need to make our escape now.
He says.
We say.
I didn't plan on a group of people with us.
We're not going to leave you.
I understand that.
I'm here for you, says Pete Walks.
So are you guys running
It's
as
just
you
like,
guys
I'm
are
just
talking?
gonna get captured and everybody go. Maybe get away from Pete.
Are you guys just talking, or are you guys running in?
So,
They're running and psychically discussing this, apparently.
yeah, apparently.
It's okay, though. Some of that's all right.
So there's a lot of guys on the road.
There's possibly
So,
more.
so how many people are like in front of us on this road?
4.
4? Okay.
So,
Everybody went that way.
yeah. What's
We
in
went that
this
way.
direction? Is that
Woods.
Woods.
Just woods.
Yeah.
Right? What direction?
You guys have never explored the woods.
What
Yeah.
direction is the carnival? What direction is our camp?
I'm riding to the camp. How far away, roughly? Are we still really far from the camp?
It seemed like it was about an hour away.
On foot?
Well,
When we
yeah.
walked
Yeah.
before?
So
we can-
horses, it's like 15 minutes.
Oh, I don't have time to go get help. We'll get to that.
What are you doing? Are you staying with the horses?
He was about to do something.
Okay.
so-
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We're running out of options.
Yeah, we're running out of options. So we're going to.
Get the bear!
Yeah. Oh, do they want the bear? We can't let them have the bear. So we're gonna veer off to the right, and we're gonna try to. Like, I'm keeping my eye on them, and if they get close, we're just gonna. It's not gonna be like one of those. We're gonna fight them here. This is their last stand. We're just keep running, but it's gonna be like total defense. Like, just if they come at us, we're gonna deal with them as they come.
You're going to have to get through a couple to do that.
Okay.
There's some between you and that road.
Yep. We're doing that.
All right. Yeah.
So, are there people now heading in my direction?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, they're closing in they're basically closing the net around
Oh.
you guys, all around. Everybody that is a plug here is getting around you and the bear and the flare.
Bear flare.
So yeah, there's definitely a guy closing from behind, so we'll take care of that first before we get to the guys in front.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Let me see. What's your notice?
My notice is a fair.
You get to attack first.
Nice. Okay. So, what weapon does this guy have?
This plug also has himself a double-bitted axe. The gallstones seem to like double-bitted
Okay.
axes a lot. lumberjack style. You probably start off as lumberjacks.
I'm guessing I still have the my axe in my hand.
And a flare gun. No, an arm with a flare gun in it.
So I'm going to slice in the neck region with the hatchet.
All right.
Axe.
It's very specific. Very good. It's harder than just normal attack.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's an epic.
Epic?
Yes.
Epic. Well, that's excellent because that means you succeed with style. So describe what you do. This guy actually rolled a +2, but it was only a superb against your epic.
I grab I have the flare in the guy's arm, and I throw it at him, and he kind of like and right through his throat, and then I grab it, right, like he probably lets go of it or something,
Okay.
and I grab it and I run. Just leave.
Distraction. Thanks for holding it for me.
Go, run. All right, that was good. Slow motion. That was very colorful and red.
Yeah.
Mostly red.
Mostly red. You're just covered in blood.
Perfect.
Hey, back to the team here. So
Poor decisions have been made.
There's two
up
of
to
them.
This moment.
One has a length of chain, and he's got one of those gallstone traps on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the jaw traps?
Yeah.
And it's loaded, and he's like swinging it to hit you guys with it.
I would like to do something.
You're a half mile away.
Well, I never had a turn.
Okay, yes.
After I got pulled away.
Yes, all right, sorry. I thought you were just going to the village. That's what I
No.
understood you to say.
So, when it pulls me away,
Mhm.
I know we're kind of going backwards in time a little bit. I'm assuming the guy who saw me is not one of these guys
Yes,
who are attacking the rest of the party.
yes.
So, like, I would like, as soon as I get pulled, like, away into darkness, I'd like to, like, use athletics to climb up onto the horse.
Okay.
I don't succeed.
Okay, you get drugged for getting drugged, which at first is fun, and it starts to hurt.
Well, eventually I try and
You just
either
let go.
The horse slows down, like it stops, you know what I mean, or because it's not gonna run forever.
No, but it is kind of freaked out that it's dragging something. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever... I've been drugged by a horse before, and they get terrified, and it can be scary. So they run real fast. These are trained horses, so...
To get away from you.
Yeah, though there are reins hanging down here. Or you're actually by the reins, right?
He's holding
I'm
on to
holding
it.
on.
Yeah. So yeah, you can slow these down by just jerking on the reins a little bit versus
So-
just getting drugged.
Basically, I want to get onto the horse,
Okay.
and then because this was a long time ago, but I'm gonna get on the horse and ride, because then I see that they're in trouble.
Okay.
And you see a flare in front of
And
it.
a
And a
flare.
flare. So there's two horses, right? There's a horse,
They're
and then
linked
there's
together.
another horse next to
Yeah.
it that are hooked together.
Well, I just want to be on. I want to ride one of them, and I want the other one to not be attached when I do that.
Okay, then you have to undo it all.
Yeah.
So it'll take a little time, but you're doing that, and you've been doing that. You do that. Now you come back with the horse.
I just want to run in there and run the guy over with the horse.
All right.
This is the overall.
We'll get to that then. So we know you're getting close to that. We'll have that happen in a climactic moment. Very good.
All right, I see this
Trap.
this
Trap
bear
swinger.
trap, and I know I know what's up with that.
You do.
So I wait until he tries to, like, I'm gonna hold action, and
Okay.
my focus is on the bear trap itself, and
Okay.
I look at my horn and
Okay.
I kiss it,
All right.
and I'm gonna toss it at the trap
Okay.
when he lets it loose.
All right. Well, he swings it around, and he swings it around at you with a good attack.
Okay, my guess is that this is a shoot.
Yeah. Would be.
Don't
I
think
have a mediocre in shoot. I do not have shoot.
You need to use your thing. Your 2+. Oh,
I already used it.
Then don't do this.
Does anyone have a fate point they would like to land?
We have
We
all
have all
used
used
ours.
Perfect.
I'm rolling up on top here.
All right. Let's see it.
Fate is in your hands.
Nope. That is mediocre.
Mediocre, Marsav. Yeah, you throw your horn, and it just misses. Not a problem. Makes noises by itself. And
Magic.
and then it comes around and now you got to avoid it, the trap.
Okay. All right, guys. That's not great. That is poor. How's that bit
Goodbye,
in
Stucky.
your narrative?
A jaw trap, clenches down on this portion of your body.
Whoa.
Ka-chunk! Oh! It hurts real bad.
I mean, am I dead?
You're not dead. You're just real hurt.
It's a bear trap.
It is.
It's an entire bear trap.
It is. It is a huge bear trap. Wait, let's see if anybody else can help first. Let's see.
What is it? Well, like, read me my last rites? Like,
Well, there's a chance. It's a moment. There's a chance. All right. Pete's trying to be a hero because he feels guilty. He throws his hatchet to try to block it, but it
makes
so
it worse.
no, it doesn't make it worse. Actually, like it stops the front end of your wound.
so I'm just paralyzed now.
Just your back. He's got a jaw trap deep into your. It's real bad.
Oh.
I don't know what your health is going to be like after this, but it's going to probably incorporate a lot of bags.
You take a moderate consequence called bear trap biting me body.
Biting my body.
Me body.
I mean, there's going to be a bag for different sorts of fluids that come out during the healing process. There's going to be...
Do we need bags, or is it just gonna like? Is it just gonna be like a
You're gonna
basin?
have a bag for...
Because I gotta.
Babel. So Babel probably doesn't like this at all.
No, Babel's against bear traps.
Yes.
Pretty well.
The music has stopped.
No, he likes music.
Yeah, and it stopped.
So Babel takes a swing at this guy since he just swung his only weapon, and the guy's like, yeah.
David H?
No, this is not David. David could be a plug ugly if he wasn't careful. And Babel, the dancing bear, manages to basically he just goes. He looks at Stucky and just roars in anger, and the guy's like, "What?" And he goes, "Whoop!" And all you see is like it's weird because there's a plug ugly with a top hat, and then the head goes, poof, it just gets like knocked off, and goes, whoop, hits a tree, and the hat just
stays?
well, yeah, just for a minute, and then the hat drops on the neck, and then the thing just tips over.
Oh my god.
He's enraged.
At any other time, Stucky would find that amusing, but his world is pain.
And speaking of pain, this is where we're going to end session number 9. So I'd like to thank you for joining us at the Krakenthab RPG, the Monster Rangers RPG, Krakenthab style. And we'll join us again next week, and we'll continue this bloody wooded escapade.
It's a mess!
So say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.